me in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. All right, all right. Thank you very much, everyone, for that. So, just a quick check again. Kindly confirm if you can see my screen. Kindly confirm if you can see my screen. Very quickly, if you can see my screen. Yes, yes, yes. If you can see my screen. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Thank you very much, everyone. So very quickly, so we don't waste much of our time. The class is to be 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and we are past 30 minutes of our time. So very quickly, yeah, today is day 3 of Microsoft Excel training. We started last week where we had Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays for our training. We did a whole lot of formulas and functions and introduction to Excel generally. So for today, we'll be looking at a different thing, and um, and I will be the one facilitating today's session. And I am Uluwapelumi by name. Oluwapelumi by name. I'm a data analyst. I know I've met a whole lot of people in the orientation class. So we'll be facilitating the session together because the session will be very interactive one because I love interacting with people I am training so that I can get feedback from us if whatever I'm taking us, if we understand it or not. So before I start my session today, is there any question regarding the what was taught last week? What was taught last week? I can just pick 5 people to answer their question. Anybody, if you have any question, kindly raise your hand. If you have question, kindly raise your hand. On what was taught last week? Any question? Any question? Okay, I just need the first 5 people. The first 5 people. The first 5 people. The first 5 people. So I can just
Okay.
okay.
Mary Rose, please ask your question. You have been given my permission. Mary Rose. Hello, Mary Rose. Please, you can speak now.
I can hear you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Um, Thank you so much for granting me the opportunity to ask my question. My question is this regarding the last class, yeah, whereby we were able to name our columns. Okay, we're trying to use I'm actually having that challenge whereby I asked that question the last time. That's last class, whereby we're using V lookup or H lookup, and they want to actually, instead of selecting everything that is in like our data, our set or whatever we are working with,
Mm-hmm.
instead of selecting it, he gave it a name, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
towards that there's a particular place that he went to and name it. So
Okay.
I've tried you doing that with my own Excel. It's not working. So after naming it, like I went to there's a
Name range.
particular place that showed up. Yes. So
Name
after
range.
doing
Okay.
that, I'll come back to check it if it's going to appear there, but it doesn't. I tried it in Excel and I tried it in spreadsheet. It's not working. I don't know
What version
if
of
there's a way
Excel
I
are you
can fix
using?
that.
What version of Excel are you
Version.
using?
I've not upgraded it. It's not 2021.
What version? So I believe we would have been taken through how we can check the version of our Excel, but I will just show us very quickly. So to check the version of your Excel, you come to, can everyone see my Excel screen? Just to confirm that. Can you see my Excel screen, Mary Rose?
Yes, yes, I can.
All right. So to check the version of your Excel, you come to File, you come to File,
Mm-hmm.
you come to Account, and you can see it. So this is the version of Excel I'm
Okay.
using. I'm using Microsoft 365 app. So I don't know the version of Excel you are using, but you should be able to name, okay, do I have any data that I can use? Let's just take, for example, I have
Pelumi,
something here.
Pelumi, Pelumi.
Yeah. Follow,
Yeah,
sir.
sorry, can you go back to that? I want to actually show you something.
Okay.
So if you go to about Excel, you will see the version 24 oh something oh one. So that's the version. So in case anybody is checking, that's the version of that's where to check. Do you see that?
Okay, that's the exact place I. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So, but the issue you
About.
said you are having, so
So it's going to
for
be
you to
based on the
name,
version of the Excel I'm using.
I'm just trying to confirm. That's what I'm saying. I believe for 2010,
We
2013,
don't have like
should you have it. So what you just do is just to highlight whatever place you have and come to this place and name it. Is that what you have been doing?
yes.
Okay. Okay, probably I will address your issue before we end today class. So you share your screen and we'll look at it. Oh, that's fine.
All right. Thank you very
Okay,
much. I appreciate that.
welcome. So let me just give the second person very quickly, Mike. Hi, Elizabeth. You can go on, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I don't okay. My question, sorry, I was slightly. It's more of it's last the last section
Okay,
question from there. But before I get on that, quickly, I have an issue which is actually bothering me. I've been yesterday. I had sleepless night. I've opened different accounts. For me to get some certain features on my Excel, I have to have my developer account up to this very moment. They are
okay.
still denying me access. I've opened up the email. I don't really know where I'm not getting it right. They keep telling me I'm not qualified. And because
Yeah,
of that, I cannot use some features on.
it is not your fault. Yeah. So the issue is actually coming from Microsoft. I have been looking for the blog post, the article. I even asked in the community to actually point me to the article that explained. They said Microsoft is actually looking into the developer program because many people are abusing the program. The developer account is for you to practice, is for learning purpose, but some people are actually using it for another thing, which is not that particular, which is not the purpose they created the program for. So they're actually looking into it to actually to bring about new ways to manage it. So that is why many people are facing this issue. But I'm here to get the blog post that address the issue. So if I get it, I will share it with us. But you cannot have access to it now. So that's just the issue. So
Mm,
sorry about that.
okay. All right. Thank you very much.
So to your question, or is that your question?
Yeah, actually, that would be it.
Okay.
Without that, I
Okay.
cannot ask any question now. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Hi, yeah, Dele. So Dele, you have the mic.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay, it's like you have already answered my question already because
Okay,
I wanted to ask
go on.
the
About the
Microsoft
developer account.
365 app, like the exam. I actually created my one. It was successful, but
Okay.
my question now is that can we use it to apart from okay, you have already said that we cannot use it for any of our personal projects, like
You
for
can use
example
it
our
for
assignment.
learning purpose, not for organization purpose. So if you are doing your assignment, it is learning.
Okay, and we can save it right to our
Yes, you
system
can. Yes, you
because
can save it.
what I without owning or without connecting the laptop with internet.
Internet.
I think the three.
Yes. Your file will just be on your laptop. Save it on your laptop and you are fine. But if you want to work online, you need to have internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, after I save it, I can access it even offline.
Yes, you can access it offline.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my
So
question, sir.
you are among the lucky ones that was able to create the
Yes,
account, but
bro.
majorly
Okay.
people are not allowed to create it. All right, that's fine. So I see that people don't have questions again. So very quickly, let's just move to what what we have today. What we have today. So today we'll be looking at a couple of things. Yeah, couple of things. But the first thing we'll be starting with is conditional formatting. So I want us to very go quickly to the chat box. If have you heard about conditional formatting before? Have you heard about it before? If you have heard about it, yes, yes in the chat. If you have heard about it, kindly type yes in the chat. Please, let's make this class very interactive. So whenever I'm asking us question, just go to the chat. Yes, I will just need our response in the chat. Okay. I'm not asking if you have used it before, but have you heard about conditional formatting before? Yes, yes, in the chat. Okay, I can see some people saying no, it's fine. So let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Have you heard about conditional formatting before? Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right. Thank you very much. So I can see that we have um many yes, many yes in the chat. So for those that mention yes, do I have anyone that will just raise his or her hand to tell me your understanding on conditional formatting? Your understanding on conditional formatting. Anybody? Just raise your hand if there is no right or wrong answer. Yes, okay. The first person is Sadiq. So I'll just give Sadiq mic very quickly. Okay, Sadiq, you have mic already. Hi, Sadiq. Okay, I don't think Sadiq is available. So let me go quickly
Okay, hello,
to. Okay, all right,
hello.
go on.
Can you hear me
Go on. I
now?
can hear you.
Thank
I
you.
can
Now,
hear you.
okay. Functional formatting is just like setting rules, like it's like setting some certain rules that will act to assist you do some things easily. Like, like for instance, if you just want to get like you want to grade students, and you have certain percentage like you want to grade them, instead of writing 90% excellent, 40% pass, 50% excellent like that. So you can just set those rules, and then once it gets to those rules, once it sees 90, the system gets 90, automatically it returns excellent. If it's 40, it returns the items that are actually included in it.
Oh, okay. All right. Brilliant. Thank you very much for that. So let me just see here one person more. Angela, are you here? Good morning. You have the mic. Hi, Angela. Is Angela here with us? Or I just go to the next person.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, conditional formatting, I think it's used majorly like when you want to highlight some certain conditions from your data. Maybe you want to pick out some certain conditions from your data. So you can easily use the conditional formatting to color the data that you want to pick out from. So that's what I have
Oh,
to say about it.
okay, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, for Angela and Sadiq, yeah, you've said well. So I don't have one definition for you, but we would all be looking at the definition Microsoft Excel gave conditional formatting. That's what is the meaning of conditional formatting in Excel. We'll be looking at that. So everyone just look at my screen. So for you to get where the conditional formatting feature is under the home tab. Under the home tab, I want to believe that all these have been explained to us. These are all called tabs. So under the home tab, you have what you call conditional formatting. Conditional formatting. So you have that. So let's quickly check what is the meaning of conditional formatting. So I just over my mouse on this. Can anyone read that for me? Sorry, please, very quickly. Can we see my screen? Someone said he cannot see my screen. If you can see my screen, yes, in the chat. Yes, in the chat. Very quickly, just to confirm. Okay, Ayodele, you may want to check your network. You may log out and come in again. All right. Okay, you said I should enlarge my screen. What are you not? Okay, you cannot see the definition. For those that are on their laptop, I believe you are on your laptop. Just over the conditional formatting and read what conditional formatting is all about for me. What is the definition there? Anybody want to try? Okay, I saw Michael first. Okay, Michael, you have the floor.
Okay. Can I be heard?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on, Michael.
All right. Conditional formatting.
Yeah,
Easy, easily spot trends and patterns in your data using bars, colors, and icons to visually highlight important values.
brilliant, brilliant. Thank you very much, Michael. So that's just the simple definition of what conditional formatting is all about. Actually, I want to lay this foundation for us so that we have better understanding of what we are going to be doing this morning. So it's not just coming technical. Oh, this is what you do. This is what conditional formatting is all about. No, you have to have better understanding, and Excel has helped us out in that aspect to spot trends and patterns in your data. It will be getting a whole lot of probably when you start practicing, because yeah, when you do Excel projects or when you get to Power BI, you'll be interacting with a lot of data, you'll be bringing out insight from it. So there are some there are some um trends that you need to identify before you even go on analyzing your data. It may be like, oh, let me just check, oh, for this email address there, how many people are using Gmail, how many people are using Outlook. It can actually help you that, oh, what is the top 10 top 10 markets sales and the likes. You can also use conditional formatting to even get that before you even start even building your dashboard or analyzing or doing all sorts of things. It's just for you to, okay, you are just exploring your data. Okay, what is inside this data and the likes. And someone mentioned, I think it was Sodiq that mentioned, you, okay, for students you want to, okay, from this particular percentage 75 to 100 is excellent. You can also use conditional formatting to do that. I hope that definition is clear. If that is clear, kindly go to the chat and type yes, 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 before we move on to the main thing. If my definition or explanation concerning conditional formatting is clear, yes, yes, yes. All right, very quickly. So let me bring up my Zazax file for this morning, and we'll explore most of the option under conditional formatting. So let me just, when you click on the drop down under conditional formatting, we have different options. We will explore those options. So we have highlight cell rules, where you have the greater than, the less than, the between, equal to, text that contain, and the likes. Also, you have the top or bottom. Take for example, I want to check the top 10 students in my class, bottom 10 students in my class. You can use this top 10%, bottom 10 items, above average. So you also have the data bars. You can actually you can use this to, okay, let me see what is happening in this particular column. So we'll explore all those things. So very quickly, I have this data set here, which contains the order date rather, name, email address, ship mode, sales, and the likes. So the very first thing I will want us to do, okay, let's see this. I'll be making use of the sales column at first. So, okay, I want to check the values that are greater than this particular number. So let me just check the highest number I have here. Let me just check the highest number I have. Okay, don't let me check. Let me just guess. So for this sales value, so you need to highlight your column and click the drop down greater than. So you want to format the cells that are greater than a particular number. Oh, sorry, is my screen not visible to see? Someone is complaining about that. Is my screen not visible to see? Someone should confirm that for me. Please, data.
Oluwapelumi, I think you should zoom your screen. I think you should
Okay,
zoom it for
okay. You
easy
can also see
visibility.
it
Yes,
clearly too. Okay,
yes, yes. It's fine.
just to confirm that. So the data set will be shared after the class. Let's just pay attention. So let me zoom in. What about now?
It is okay now.
Okay,
It is okay.
okay,
Yes.
okay. So I just need someone in the chat. Is it fine now? Perfect. All right, all right. So I want to check for the sales greater than, let's say, 2000. 2000. So the first thing is to highlight your screen and to highlight the column. And what you use the shortcut to highlight is Control Shift down arrow key. You should not keep dragging like this. You may have millions of rows, and you dragging like this, you are not efficient, you are not productive, because you waste a whole lot of time. What you just need to do, just click on the first row there, Control Shift down arrow key, and you are fine. It will highlight all the rows under that particular column for you. So I go to this place, highlight sales rules greater than 2000. You can even change the color to the color you like. So let me pick green, and I click OK. So you can see it has highlighted the rows that are greater than 2000 for me. So you may want to check, oh, for this particular business, let me see if probably the business, has a target. Okay, this is the sales we want to make. Oh, have we met the target? You may want to check, oh, this is the target. How many sales have we make around this particular area? My screen is not visible.
Yes, your screen is hanging. Maybe you have to go
My
back to
screen
where
is
you
angry.
started the. Yes, go back to where you selected the range.
Okay,
Yes.
so can you see my screen now, just to confirm?
No.
Because I'm sharing my screen. Okay, let me just stop sharing and share again. Let me
All right.
stop sharing and share again. So share. Can we confirm if you can see my screen? Can we confirm if you can see my screen? Okay. Okay, I can see some people actually complaining it's difficult to follow while in class and the likes. The reason why we don't want to share data sets before the class is not for us not to get distracted. Just focus. We are going to share the recording of the class for us. So when you are watching the recording, so you have the data set and you are practicing along. So just look at whatever we are doing, because if you have the data set, you will be doing it and you may miss some steps. So just look at it and have understanding of it. So anyway you are not clear, you want to ask question. So but when you are watching the recording, you practice along. So what I did here, so let me just clear this rule. Let me clear this rule from the entire sheet. So I said I want to check for sales greater than 2000 naira. To check the sales greater than 2000, what I said, you highlight the column you want to work on. So highest sales rules greater than 2000. So you put 2000 in this box here, 2000. So and you may want to change the color. You can pick any of the. Please change my network. Sorry, please, what is wrong with my network? I'm actually using 5G here. Can anyone hear me? Sorry, please, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but the screen is hanging. Maybe because of the network issues. Some people might be a country, but it's okay with some people.
My screen is lagging. Why is my screen lagging? My screen should not lag because my network is actually fine here. Okay, so sorry about that. I will just check that. Okay. Okay, I can see some people are saying my screen is fine. So you may want to check your
Yes,
network
it
from your
might be
end.
the network. Yes.
So you may want to check the network from your end, because I'm actually using 5G over here. So I think the complaint is from, it may be from your end. So let's I want to pick the green field. So I click on OK. So it highlights the rows, the cell that are greater than 2000 for me. So you may want to even check without scrolling. You may have thousands of rows of data, you may have millions of row data, so script scrolling will not actually do well. So let's, for you to do that, you can just filter. So when you filter, I believe we would have done something related to that in our last class. So you can sort by number, you can sort by color rather, you can sort by color. So when you click on it, it will sort it up for you. So just give me a so sorry about that. So you see, it that's helped me to highlight all the cells that are greater than 2000. I hope that is clear. If that is clear, yes, 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 yes. If that is clear, kindly type yes in the chat. If that is clear to you, yes, 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 yes. Sorry, please. I want to just say something. Please, let's be mindful of the way we use our words, because you don't. People can confirm they can see my screen and they can hear me clearly. I told you I am using 5G. So, and I can see someone is saying if you are using Airtel, kindly switch to MTN. You may want to help me to come and switch, please and please. I apologize for the lagging of the screen. So please, let's be mindful of the comments we put in the chat. Please and please. I whenever I do something, if I notice any mistake or any complaint in the chat, I ask for feedback. I ask for feedback. Before you complain, check from your hand if it's from your hand or not. Because I confirmed and people said they can hear me very clearly and they can see my screen. So please, thank you very much. All right, so that is that for heat. So that's how you want to check highest and the likes. So there's another aspect there. You can check the less than between this particular number. So another thing I want us to check here is, if you notice, there is something at the last part which says duplicate values. So you may want to check in your data, oh, what are the duplicate values I have? Okay, what are the duplicate value I have? So let me use this chief ship mode as an example. Let me see the duplicate value I have here. So when you click on it, it will help you highlight the duplicate values. If you want to change that also, let me change that to yellow. So you can see, I can see that almost every of the rows I have here are duplicates, because I have standard class, I have second class, I have second class. So it will help you highlight it. So let me use this name for an example. Let me use this name. Let me just put in someone name here. Let me repeat someone name here. Okay, let me use Arod Paulan. So let me use this particular cell and particular column and do that. So you may want to check duplicate values. So when I click on it, so check for duplicate values. Let me use light red. So you can see it will help you highlight, oh, this particular cell or this particular person is has other duplicate values in that particular column, has other duplicate values in that particular column. So as I said earlier, you may have thousands of rows, millions of rows. So you may want to not scroll down. So you must want to just check, oh, what are the duplicate values I have here? You can just filter also. When you sort by color. Yes, that's the filter, sort by color. So it will make the duplicate values to come up for you. You can also check for the what do they call it? Unique values. So just for example, let me just quickly ask, is there any who can tell me the difference between duplicate and unique value? Duplicate and um unique value. Duplicate, unique. I know that all these terms are not something difficult for us. You may want to put in the chat duplicate, unique, and if you want to talk, just raise your hand and I give you mic. Duplicates very quickly. Anybody? Okay. Odun, you can go. What's the difference between duplicate and unique value? Duplicate and unique value. You have your mic, Odun. Sorry if I'm not. You have the mic already. You have the mic already. Duplicate and unique. Okay, I think he's having issue from his end. Is enabled for you from what I can see here. So the second person can just go. I can Akinwale. Yes, Idaya Akinwale. You can go on.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
So
Morning.
duplicate, I think duplicate values are values that are repeated. Like
Okay.
they are, yes, we have like twice or tries of them. But
Okay.
unique values are values that are just one. They are single values. They do
Brilliant.
not occur twice or thrice.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's just the perfect explanation of that. So we've checked the duplicate values. We've checked the duplicate values. So you may want to check, oh, how many unique values do you have in this particular column? It's just you exploring your data before you even start, oh, analyze this data, build dashboard or build reports. It's just you exploring. And it's very, very important you explore your data before you start doing anything. It will open your mind. Oh, this is what I can actually do in this data. This is the insight I can actually bring out. So if you want to check for the unique values, you still the same thing. You go to where you have the duplicates. Where you have the duplicates, you will see you have a drop down here which says duplicate. So there is something in there that you can also change. So when you click the drop down, you will see unique. You will see unique. So when you click on unique and click OK, so you can see that all these from Andrew Allen downward, they are unique value because all the names here are unique. It was just I changed it when I wanted to explain what duplicate value is all about. So that's just all. You can always explore that. So if you want to clear, let's say for example you want to clear. Okay, I think someone is asking a question. How then do you separate the duplicate values? It actually depends on whatever insight you want to bring. If you want that particular column to be unique, if you don't want duplicate values there, the best option is for you to remove duplicates. It's just to remove duplicate. And how do you remove duplicates? So just the same thing, highlight it and come to where you have your data here, and under your data tools you will find remove duplicates. So you can always remove that if you don't want duplicates in your data set. So that's just it. That explain that. So I want to remove all these rules I have here, all this formatting I have here. So you can just come to clear rules and you can see different options. Clear rules from selected cells, clear rules from the entire sheet, clear rules from this table. So if you just want to clear rules under the table column, like all the rules you have highlighted under the table, the name column, you use the first option from the selected cell. But if it's the entire sheet or the entire table, you use the other options. So let me just clear it from every of the sheets. So another thing I want us to check here, is, okay, let's take for example, as I mentioned earlier that, oh, I want to check people that are using Gmail, people that are using Outlook, because we have different email addresses. So I want to check Gmail, Outlook, or Yahoo Mail. Those are the three things I have here. So I will just use the Outlook, for example. So if you want to check, oh, how many people in this data are actually using email, depending, as I said, I'm just exploring this thing for us, depending on what you want to achieve. So you may want to check text that contains. Okay, I want to check this particular column, the text that contains. So you can see I did a mistake. So you need to highlight where you want to work on. So conditional formatting, you come to the highlight cell, text that contain. So now Outlook. I put in Outlook and I change the field color to probably yellow. Yeah, yellow. And I click OK. So you can see it highlighted it for me. And if I want to see them like to be in my top rows, do the same thing, just sort by color and you have it. So depending on depending on what you want to achieve, you can always explore all these things. So we are just still on the first one. So let's take for example, let me clear this. Let me clear this very quickly. Let me clear this from the selected cell. So let's see another aspect. So let's just see the icon sets. Let's see the icon sets. This icon will actually help you. Okay, this particular person is doing well, your sales is doing well, is this, is that. It will just highlight it. It will, Excel will just visualize, like, what will I say? It will categorize it for probably depending on the numbers you have in the column. So I think this column we have 3,000. Okay, let's just pick one and see what it will give us. So I pick the icon. So you can see that they are those ones for red, they are those ones for yellow, and we have the ones for green. So let me now do something for us so we can see the way Excel classify green, yellow, and red for us. So you can also come here, sort by color. I want to sort by green first. Let green come first for me. Let's green come first for me. And you can also do everything at once. Okay, I want green first, I want yellow second, I want red third. So you go to the custom setting. So sort by color, you come to custom sort, custom sort. So you may want to add new level. Okay, then by the sales, still the same sales, conditional formatting icon, and you want to see yellow. So the same thing, add level, sales, conditional formatting icon, and you want red. And I click on my OK. So you can see I have my green, I have my yellow, I have my red. So what this green is just telling you, what green is telling you that, oh, these are the most performing probably people, or this is the post these are the highest sales we have. You can see they are within the range of 3,000 plus, 3,000 plus, 3,000 plus. Also for the yellow ones are within the range of 2,000 and 1,700. So this just depends on what you have in your data, depend on what you have in that particular column for you. So on the red one, you can see 160 down to what you have 38, 53, and the like. So those are the lowest ones there. So you can just explore all these things, just explore the highest sales we have here are within the range of 3,000 plus. Okay, they're actually doing well. Just all those things. Okay. Sorry, is that clear? If that is clear, kindly type yes in the chats. Yes, yes, yes in the chats. If that is clear, kindly type yes in the chat. Yes, 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 yes in the chats. All right. All right. So you can exploit that. So you can also, there's an option for you to manage your rules. There's an option for you to manage your rules. You can see option here, manage rules here. Option for manage rules. Let's say, for example, okay, for this icon set, you want to edit rule. It will bring you here. It will bring you here. It will bring you here where you have the option of, if, okay, I want to change, okay, anything here, format all cells based on their values or anything. So if there's anything you want to edit here, you can even see greater than or equals to. Yes, it's Excel. It's Excel that Excel decided that the colors. So based on the numbers you have there, if you notice that those in 3,000 plus are given green, and we all know what green means. Generally, green means what is good. Green means what is good, and also yellow, something that is bit okay, and red, it's very turn off for you. So depending on what you want to achieve, so you can also edit your rule based on whatever you want. You can delete your rule. If there is a, for example, I don't want this particular rule again, I can delete it. So let me delete it, and I click on apply. You can see that you will not find it there again. You will not find it there again. So what other things do I need to explore here? Okay, let's just check all those data bars and color scales before we move on. Before we move on. So highlight it. So the data bars, so let's just explore it and see what is there. Let me click on this. This will also be based on what you have, the data you have in your data in that particular column. So you can see that 3000 plus is actually very close to the end of the cell. Okay, let me not use this one again. Let me come and use profits, and let's see what I'm saying. Let's see what I'm saying. So you can see conditional formatting, the data bars. You can use, okay, let me use this. Let me use this. Let me use this. Okay, very quickly, I just need just one person. Just look through this profits. Just look this through this profit column that I formatted already. What can you deduce from it? What can you deduce from it? Okay, I have Michael. Okay, Michael, you have the mic. What can you deduce from it? Hi, Michael.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, very clearly.
Okay, so what I can deduce from it is that those making profit tilt to the right, and those
Mm,
making loss tilt to the left, and are also painted in red.
brilliant. Brilliant. So you can see the negative ones are the right side, the positive one are in the right side, and you can see based on their values, even the green, you see that some are actually very close to the end of the cell and some are probably in between the cell. It's because of the profits they made. So that's just how you can explore a whole lot of things there. You can also even use, okay, there is an option here. Let's see, let me use new rule. Let's say for example I even want to use, you can use formula. Okay, if this thing is greater than this, give me this, which is the last option here. Is the last option here. Okay, is the last option here. So let me just clear all these things I have here and make use of still the same thing. Let me use profits. Let me just clear it, clear rules from the particular cell. I come to conditional formatting, new rule, and use formula to determine it. So you want to highlight, oh, the cells that, let's say for example, greater than 600, greater than 600. So you want to highlight the cell. So highlight the cell. Sorry, I'm doing what I told us not to do. So Control Shift down. So you want to, in this particular rows you have highlighted, you want to check the rows that are greater than 600, greater than 600. So you don't need the dollar icon there. Oh, I think it's changing what I have here for me, which under H, okay, should be H from 2 down to what is the last thing? I think that is 30. So I just want to remove what we have here. The dollar sign, I don't need the dollar sign there. I don't need the dollar sign there. So you come to the where you have the dollar sign, because if the dollar sign is there, it will not work well for you. So greater than 600. So and you come to this format. So actually, oh, what color do you want to use to fill it? So I want to use green, since green is a positive something. So I click on green, I click OK, and I click OK. So if you scroll down, you can see that you only just have one rows that is greater, one rule that, sorry, I mentioned rules, one rule that is greater than 600, and it's just the first rule, which is 306.0003 and the likes. So is this clear to us? Yes in the chat, no in the chat. If this is clear to us, we can always explore different options. Even I did not touch this top or bottom rules. You may want to explore it and see what it's talking about. Yes, 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 yes. If that is clear, if that is clear, if that is clear to us, very, very quickly. All right, you can see we have a lot of to cover. All right, thank you for the feedback. So let's move on to very quickly to what we have in the second column. So we've done conditional formatting. I want us to look at custom formatting. Custom formatting. custom formatting. Yeah, custom formatting. So please let's pay attention. Forgot to mention it in um I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the class. So in today's session by let's say 11:05, yeah, we'll go on break for 5 minutes just to stretch ourselves. And at the end of the class, at the end of today's class, we'll be having a quiz on what we talked about. So if you have not been following this while, please pay attention. They are not something serious. They are just what we'll be covering all through the session. So so very quickly, I said we'll be looking at custom formatting. Custom formatting, very, very important. There are some times that, okay, you can see this, my sales here. I have 7 million, 10,000, 800,000. All these numbers are actual, they are big. Will I say they are long? So let's say, for example, I want to make this 7 million of a thing. I want to make it to be like this. I should have something like this. This look good. This is actually looking good on a table. When you start doing pivot tables, visualizing your data, doing your reports, when you are putting this on your chart, it will look clumsy because they are actually not looking well. The numbers are much. So understanding custom formatting will actually help you with all this. I can shorten this 7 million to just 7M. We know what 7M means, millions. If it is billions, 7B. Or you may even want to use probably 7MN, depending on whatever you want to use based on what your audience will understand. So let's say, for example, I want to make this particular rows to millions. We have some rows that are thousands there, but I want to make it millions. I want to make them millions. What you just do, still the same thing on the first thing, Control Shift down arrow key. So and you right click and you go to number format. Number format, where is number format here? Is it format cell? It should be okay. Format cell, format cell, format cell. So I want to format these cells based on the first one, which is number. So where you have number, alignment, fonts, and the likes. But right click is actually a long way for me. So there is shortcut for that. To just go to directly to the number format is Control 1. Sorry, I'm using my Zoom is actually affecting it. Let me quickly remove that. The same thing with my Zoom is also Control 1. Let me quickly remove that. So I may want to use Control. What should I use? Let me use Control Z. I will still need something around that. Okay. Very quickly, I just want to address that. Okay, let me just put set it as none so it doesn't affect my screen. So Control 1, Control 1, Control 1. It will bring out the format, number format for you. To bring out the number format for you. So this is where you can do all sorts of formatting. And first, before I will even move on, custom formatting can take in some we have will I say some things that custom formatting work with. Some things that custom formatting work with. So let me just put us through very quickly. So they are your positive follow with the semicolon. That's just the difference. Your negative number, sorry, your negative 0 and text text. So you see this all four things. These are majorly. I'm not writing any text. So why are you giving me Ctrl Z? So these are the four things: your positive number, negative, 0, and text. So these are the things. Yes, you can. I'm taking custom formatting. Just hold on. I just want to explain how you go about it first, so that we can understand. So the first thing is the positive side, the negative, the 0, and the text. you just separate them with your semicolon. So just have that understanding now. You may not get it very well, but when I display that in the number format, you have better understanding about that. So let me just remove this very quickly and go to my custom formatting, Control 1, and I come to, you can see that you have different options here. You have different options here. You have the general, the number. If you want to put it in if you want to make it decimal places, or use 1000 separator. Even as you are doing it, you will be seeing it in this particular cells here. This particular place here is actually telling you the results of it. When I check the box for 1000 corporate and separator, it actually puts separator for me there. So whatever you are doing, you'll be seeing it, but that is not what I'm interested in. I want to come to custom. I want to format it as million. I don't want to see those zeros again. So for you to do that, it's just for you to introduce your comma sign. So when you do one comma sign, so this even hits. We can even see it very well here. Sorry, we can even see it very well here. What's happening? Control 2. So we can even see it very well here. The comma, the comma, the comma. When you introduce one comma, it remove how many zeros? Who can tell me? It remove how many zeros? Just put in the charts. It will work on how many zeros? Anybody? Okay, 333. Brilliant, brilliant. So one comma, when you want to format, one comma is always 1000. I know your 1000 is have 3 zeros, but I'm working with 6 zeros. So how many commas will I use? How many commas will I use to format that? How many commas will I use? 2 commas. Thank you very much. So what you just need is to come to this where you have this type here and put in the 2 commas, and you see the effect. So very quickly, when I introduce one comma, the second comma. So how many zero do I have? I think let me remove I don't want to see the decimal. So let me remove this decimal there. So let me come back to here and change this to 0. I don't want to see this. So I come back here, I put in my comma. So what can you see? How many zeros do I have? How many zeros do I have at the back of 7 now? Anybody? Please, let's put in the chat. None. All right, thank you. So now I'm done with removing those zeros. What I need to do now is to put that hem in at the back of it. How do I do that? So in Excel, whenever you want to write text, you introduce your inverted comma, which is your shift and your yes, inverted comma in your keyboard. When I put M and I put this black back here, so you can see it has formatted for me. I'm seeing my results already. So what you just need to do is just to click on OK. Is that clear? Yes. Is that clear? Okay. Okay. If that is clear, yes in the chat. If it's not clear, no. Yes, no, yes, no. Very quickly. Okay, I can see a lot of no's. So I will just do that again. So Control Z. Please let's look up. I just want us to get all this trick. So it will really help us with some headache. So I have all these numbers. I want to format them. I'm actually coming there. What about the numbers not up to millions? Yes. If you notice that they are written in 0 million, 0 million, 0 million, but I want to convert them I want to see it. Okay, if I'm talking about thousands, okay, 10,000, 20,000, you should be able to give me 0.0 something or 0.1 something. So that's it. What even if you have 700 and okay, I think this person, let me use your own value there. So let me just replace it with the value you put there. I'm having 7799416. So I will use the person example in the chat. So please let's look up. So you want to format, Control Shift down arrow key to bring out your number format, Control 1. I go to custom. So this time around, the reason why we are not seeing those in thousand, we are not seeing the actual figure at the back, like 0 point something million, because if you want to convert your thousand to million, you can actually do that. It will just give you 0 point something. Sorry, is my screen lagging? Can anyone confirm? Is my screen is not lagging? Please, let's do well to check our network,
It is
please.
not lagging. Please
All right, all
continue.
right, all right, all right. So we should be on break now. So let me just quickly explain this. So we go on 5 minutes break. So you can see the numbers that let me even see the person name that gave us that particular number, Abdul Rahman. So you can see those number. I think it's 7,799,416. So all right. So I will introduce the decimal point I removed before, so that we can actually show the value of those in thousands, in million. So I go to my number, so I put it in two decimal places, and I click on this. So I go back to custom the same way, just two times, just two times, because it is in millions. Because it is in millions. Let me just ask very quickly. So if it is in billions, how many commas will I put? How many commas will I put? If it is in billions, how many commas will I put? Three. I can see that I have people that even that should be taking this session with me on the call together. Three. But because this is million, I need to introduce just two commas. So, and I want to put M at the back. I can't just put 7.80. It will mislead my audience. Okay, what is this saying? Is it millions? Is it thousand? Is it billions? But this, in this aspect, it is millions. So how do I introduce that? I just want to use M. And I told you M is a text. M is a text. And for you to write text in Excel, like for Excel to recognize it as a text, you need to put your invited comma. That's your double quote. That's your double quote. You need to introduce it. So I just put double quote, I write my M, and I close my double quote. You can even see the results immediately in that sample box. And you click on OK, and you are fine. Is that clear? Yes, yes, yes. Is that clear? Yes, 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 yes. Is that clear? Very quickly. Is that clear? Yes, no, yes, no. Very quickly. All right. I can see a lot of your yes. So very quickly, let's go on 5 minutes break. So we have some other things we want to look at. We'll be very much very faster now. So very quickly, 5 minutes break. By 11:15, we'll be back. All right. See you all by 11:15.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Um, I hope you've learned a lot today. So concerning your assignment, I believe that almost all of you have done your assignment. You can start posting what you have been learning online and be tagging it as 100 days with Datakliq, 100 days of DA, that is data analysis with Datakliq. The format on how you are going to write it is going to be posted on the Discord app. But you posting it on your social media will help people, especially recruiters, to know what you are doing, to know that now you are now into data analysis, and people can begin to see your progress. It can even attract people that might want to recruit to you. So I think it's a good way of advertising your skills, and not just not just writing, not just adding just okay, I know Excel, and not being able to show that you know it. So you putting what you have done on social media will be able to make people to know that okay, now truly this person has done this person has done that, so truly we can trust this person with our work. So all what you are doing, your assignment, screenshot it, even all what you have been taught, the topics. You can work on any data set you like. You can generate your own data set. All what you have been taught, work on it, screenshot it, paste it there. So that people will know that okay, now you have learned how to do this, now you have learned how to do that. It is a like I said, it is a form of showcasing your skills. And as you are doing that, tag Datakliq and your tutors, so that people will be able to know that truly you are in a data analysis bootcamp and truly you are learning. So if you get what I just explained to you, can you just give me a thumbs up emoji?
All right,
Thank you.
thank you, Bustela. So please, this is the let's let them have their break so they don't, so they can just refresh their head. Any other
All
information we'll
right.
be giving them at the end
All
of the
right.
class. Thank
All
you.
right. All right. I understand you. Yeah.
Kindly type back if you are back from the break. Type back if you are back from the break. So I have 5 minutes. I know that's a short break. So let's type back if you are back. Type back if you are back from the break. Where are our people? Let's type back. We have some minutes to end the class this morning. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. So very quickly, let's move on to the next thing we have. So let me zoom in so we can see what I'm saying. So let's not mind what is here. Let me just remove what is here. So can anyone tell me how I went about doing this? This is just showing that, oh, this is our target. We have 160,000 targets. And oh, for those of the sales rep, how many of them have met the target or exceeded the target? So you can see for those that are yet to meet the target, is showing a sad emoji. And those that have exceeded those targets, that have met and exceeded those targets, their target is showing an happy emoji. Conditional formatting. Okay, another person, another person, another person. This is something we just want to explore, something like something interesting, emoji icon sets. Okay, seconded conditional formatting. Anybody, let's keep it coming. You don't have to be right. So whenever we asked question, it's just for you to put it. You don't even know if you are right or wrong. Okay, we use icon, set, style, okay, okay, function and conditional formatting. All right, thank you very much, everyone. So I do not use conditional formatting. I do not use icon sets. I do not use all those things we mentioned. It is custom formatting that I used. Custom formatting. So custom formatting that I used. So that aspect I mentioned, the positive, the negative, and the positive, negative, zero, and x. We'll see the display now. We'll see the display now. So let me just remove this from here. So the first thing you do is to bring in the icons and sorry, the emojis. The first thing the first thing you do is to bring in those emojis that you want to use. So, and how do you bring emojis on your laptop? Very quickly, the shortcut is window and your semicolon. Window and your semicolon. Windows. That's your Windows key and semicolon. So let me do that again. Windows and semicolon. So if you click on Windows and semicolon on your laptop, it will bring out this screen for you. So bring up this. So I just need two emojis. So that happy. Let me use this. Happy. So this one is there, and sad. Happy, happy and sad. So let me use this. Happy and sad. So I have that two there. I hope Windows window and the semicolon worked for us. Okay. So very quickly. So I want to have the same, all these the same values. I want to have it also. These are the cells I'll be working with. Those are the rows I've highlighted. Those are the rows I will be working with. But I want to also have those values there. I just press my equals to and just click on this, highlight it. Okay, still bringing this thing for me. Let me remove the formatting here to general so it can populate this stuff for me. So I have all those values here. I don't want to do it on this value, so we can see it on for Mac users. You may want to check, will that be, is it command, or I may just help you check later for Mac users. I will check that later. So let me copy this, my emoji. You need to copy it along. So I highlight this. What is the shortcut for number format? Shortcut for number format, very quickly. Shortcut for number format. Shortcut for number format. Shortcut for number format. Control 1. Control 1. All right, thank you. So you bring it up. All right, thank you, thank you. So you bring it up and you come to your custom format here. your custom format here. So please, let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. So what you are interested, what you want to work with is what you have in this type. So you remove the general that is there. So you want to check any, you want to check those ones that are greater than, like those that have met their targets. Those that have met their target. Okay, let's do this way so we can have understanding. So let's just do it this way. We can also do it other way, but let's do it this way first and see what I'm talking about. So let me just highlight this, and just this one minus the target. So this one minus the target, the target is not going to move, so I close it, like I lock it. That will be the absolute reference. So, and I click OK. So I drag it down. So I don't need this. So it's actually still giving me in Excel. In Excel, for accounting format, any negative will always give you brackets. Will always give you brackets. So, but I want us to see the negative sign. So I change it to general. So we can see the negative sign. So we can see the negative sign. So we can see the negative sign. So I think someone has dropped for Mac users, press Command plus Control and the likes. So I copy this back. So those that are in negative are those ones that are yet to meet 160,000 target. Those things I'll be working on. So I highlight this, Control 1, come to custom. I told you that the first one is working with we have 4: positive, negative, 0, and text, and they are in between. You put in semicolon. So the first one is positive, and we want to represent those ones that are in positive. We want to give them the smiling emoji, and we represent them with green color. So this is what you do. So this particular cell, because you want to give it color, your color must be in square brackets. Your color must be in square brackets. And for custom formatting, we have 8 standard colors. 8 standard colors. So I will show us the color. We have green, we have red, we have black, we have white, we have yellow, we have, I think, magnet and cyan and other ones. I will show us all those ones in the website very soon. So I want green color for it. Green color for those that are in that have positive numbers. Those ones that have positive numbers. So I bring in my emoji. So the first one is the smiling one. So I put it in what? I put it in the invited commas. So because it's also seeing it as Excel sees it as text. So I'm done with the positive side. I want to work with the negative side. The negative side, I have to put in my semicolon to separate it. I told you us positive, negative, 0, and text. So for the second one, I want to use, what should we use for the negative one? What color should we use? What color should we use? Anybody? What color should we use? Red. Okay, you write in red. You write in red and you put in the emoji. The emoji that is sad. So inverted comma, inverted comma. So the next one is 0. So let's just put, okay, whatever you want to represent with 0. Okay, let me just use, probably you should give it blank. Blank or not available or not met. Those one is 0. So you may not want to consider the one at the end, which is text, because we are not dealing with text here. So I click on OK. I click on OK and it gives me. So if I come to this place here, if I come to this place here, what can I use to represent this to get 0? Okay, let me not disturb us. We can always explore that later. So you can see that this 147 has sad emoji. This 161,901 has green and smiling emoji. So I mentioned the standard something the other time. So let me just show us that very quickly. so we can see those standard colors I mentioned. Can anyone confirm? Can anyone confirm that? Can you see my screen? Can anyone see my screen? Okay, all right. So the standard colors that I mentioned, that they are 8, are black, white, red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, and this last one. So if you notice for this green, it is too light. The color is too light. So I don't, you may want, you can even change it. So if you go to that website, I will drop the link to that website for us. If you go to that website, there are also other different green color that are not so light. If you see color 10 here now, it is not so light. This color 10 here, it is not so light. So you can use color 10 and it will give you that color. So let me just edit that very quickly so we can see. Go to back to it, Control 1. I will just edit the one I have green. I will edit it as color color 10, color 10, and I hit enter. Here you can see that it changed the color for me. You can see that it changed the color for me. So to bring the emoji is Windows semicolon, Windows semicolon, Windows semicolon. So I will not be doing this exercise for us. I think I have another exercise here. Where is this exercise then? Okay, for this, I think it's for this particular one. I think there is one I have. Okay, okay. So I'll just give us that one as assignment. I'll give us that as assignment. So you would also do the same thing with this, but with different emojis. So you will do that and explore that. If you understand this, kindly type yes so we can move on to the last thing we have for today. So it's just for you to understand how you can format your numbers, just to play around it and the likes, to make it very easy for you. Yeah, interesting. If peradventure in business setting, it may not really work because then nobody cares about your emoji. But sometimes you may just want to stretch yourself, and when you stretch yourself, you know many things. Number formatting is very important, very important. So me, I'm using smiling emoji. You may want to use another thing. It may be probably a sign showing that something is up, another thing is down, something. So another ways you can use to get all these emojis, aside from the Windows semicolon, you will come to where you have insert tab. Please, let's pay attention. Another ways we can get this emoji is to come to insert. You see symbols here. You see symbols. So you can see different icons you can play around with. So when you switch all this, even there's something we call windlings. Windlings. Let me just click on windlings. Where is windlings? So there is a font we call windlings. So you can see, you will see different things there. You can see all these things, see the emojis. So depending on what you want to achieve. So but when you are working with these things, when you are working with this one, you will change your font. You will change your font. You will change your font over here to windlings. So when you're working with it, you will change it to windlings. So I will not explore that to us. That will be an assignment for us to explore. All right. So I can see that we understand that very quickly. So just want to ask, did we touch data validation in our last class? In our last 2 classes? Did we touch data validation? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So I can know if I can cover. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that makes the work easier. So that's no problem. Okay, yes, data validation is sorted out. So any question, if you missed the class, there's recording. Do well to check the recording. We've dropped the recording in the Discord channel. Any question, before we evaluate and have our quiz? We'll be having our quiz this morning. I told us question. So I'll just be taking 3 questions. So please raise your hand if you have question, so we can give you mic. Because I don't want us to exit 12 o'clock here. Okay, I have the 3 people already. So Oreoluwa, you have your mic. Go on, please. Hi, Oreoluwa.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Yes, my
morning. Good
question
morning. I can
is
hear you.
when you were doing okay, when you
When I was
were
doing what?
doing the emoji,
Emoji. Okay.
are we to copy the emoji before we highlight the cells? Because it's not
Yes,
showing
yes,
on my
yes. You need to copy the emoji. You copy the emoji. You copy it.
okay.
Control C. So and when you are doing the formatting, Control V. That's just it.
It's not it's not doing on my
What you are
I'm not
doing is you are not copying the cell. Not
the
you highlighting
cell.
this. You are not copying the cell. You are copying the emoji itself. Okay, just click on the cell you have the emojis and go to your formula bar. So highlight it and do Control C. That makes it easy for you. I know you may be copying the cell. So
Yes,
try
I've been
that
copying
out.
the cell, sir.
So you are fine now.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Hi, Blessing. Blessing, you have the mic. Very quickly, very quickly.
It's not a question on my end, but I'm not
Okay.
able to access the chat. It
You
said
can have,
I can't I don't have access to the chat. It said I'm no longer a participant.
has this been all through the session?
No, just today. I was able to
Just
access
today?
like yes.
Oh, it may be network issue. Are you using? No, it should not be an issue. It may be network. It may be network. Probably you may just want to log out and come in. So sorry about that.
All right, no problem. Thank
Uh,
you.
I Chedva. I Chedva. You have your mic. I Chedva. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Your mic is on. I can't hear you if you are talking, but I can see that your mic is on mute. Okay. So let me just take the next person, which is Chowlet, very quickly, since we can't hear. Just go on. You have your mic. Can people hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The
Charlotte,
person that go
please
and
unmute
ask your
yourself
question.
and ask your
You said you
question.
have
Charlotte.
question.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Please, I want to find out, can we get like a sample of the documents for what's the name? For revision purposes. Like if we can have a document with the data so that when we are revising, we are going to the recording,
I'm
we
going to
can
share this
follow.
data set with you.
Okay,
I'm definitely
that
going
would
to
be
share this
great.
data set. Yeah, I'm going to share that with you. All right. Thank you very much. So Chedva, I can't hear you if you are talking. All right, so let's do it to let's evaluate the session. So let me just bring my let me open the evaluation very quickly. Where's the form here? Okay, there's the oh coming seconds. So I just want to open the form because we don't have access to it right now. So we can't um click because I told us after the evaluation we will be yeah. So this is my screen. So let's scan the barcode so that I'll also share the link to the form to us. So let's do how to scan the barcode. So for those that don't have access to the can scan, so that's the link. So that's the link. So click on the link and you have access. Click on the link, click on the link. So you have access. Sorry. So sorry about that. That's so let me bring this back there. So let's fill. Please let's fill for today evaluation. Let's fill today evaluation. So I'll be sharing this file with us and we'll share the recording so we can have access. But just to say another thing is most of us are, or let me say this cohorts would actually will make us take a decision that will not favor some people coming to class. Yeah, because we notice that people are not joining the call, and if care is not taken we may stop giving out the recording, because I believe if you come to class, you get it and you have recording, it help you retain the knowledge. But if you are always waiting for recording that I don't need to come to class, we may stop the recording, giving you guys a recording, because our time is also precious to us. So that's just that. So click on the link. Is this not working? It's working. Click on the link. This is the link there. Just click on the link. Which cohort are you? This is cohort 4, except you are from cohort 3. If you are from cohort 3, that's when you pick cohort 3. And my name is Oluwa Pelumi Arowoshaye. So if you are done with the evaluation, kindly type done. If you are done with the evaluation, kindly type done. Before I share the screen for our test, we'll be doing the test this morning. So registered email address, your full name, your cohort, if you are from cohort 3, because we had some people that joined from cohort 3. So you will pick cohort 3. The name of the course is Microsoft Excel. And my name is Oluwapelumi Arowoshaye. So kindly rate the facilitator knowledge based on today's session and your general comments. So if you are done, type done, done. I can see those that are doing that. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. Type done, type done, type done. So I have 95 people that have filled that. So for those that are yet to do that, so let's do that. I have 95 people that have filled the form. So let's do that. Let's do that. So for the quiz, so let me just explain the quiz. The quiz is just 5 minutes and you have 10 questions. 5 minutes and you have 10 questions. Okay, let me show us something very quickly. Please, everybody look up. Everybody look up. Look up very quickly. Look up very quickly. Can we see my Z screen? I just want to explain one thing before I leave here, before we start the quiz. Please, let's look up. Let's look up. Let's look up. If you can see my screen, kindly type yes, yes. So I explain this very quickly. So I want to explain this thing for us. You can see that this emoji for the first one, which is the red emoji, looking like a sad emoji. If you see that, you can see red emoji, but what is in that cell, what is in that particular cell is not emoji. Is not emoji. So we have something, we have, will I say, a statement in Brown where I work, that a format can never change what is in a cell. It only changes what you see, and what you see is not necessarily what is in a cell. So I'll post the quotes in the chat now so we can follow along and I will explain it. So is saying that a format can never change what is in a cell. You know what we have in this cell was this total, that's the F column minus the target, that's the K2. So a format can never change what is in a cell. What is in that cell is the result of F2 minus K1. So what a format cannot change what is in a cell, it only changes what you see. We are not seeing the difference between the total and the target, but we are seeing the emoji. That is what the format is changing for us. It only changes what you and I can see, and what you can see is not necessarily what is in a cell. I hope that is clear. I just want to explain that to us so we can have that, because you are seeing the emoji, but what is in that particular cell is not the emoji. There is something in between that we use the format, that we use the number format, like that's the custom format to do. So that's the quote we do use it at the Brown here. So format can never change what is in a cell. It only changes what you see, and what you see is not necessarily what is in a cell. So are we done with the attendance? So I can share.
Pelumi, can you just
I
share the attendance for like 2 or 3 minutes ago? Um, or what was the
Okay,
response? How many, like, what was the number of responses you have so far?
okay, let me check. So I have 113 now. Those that have filled it,
113.
13.
You
Yeah.
can just reshare. Let's reshare for like 2 3 minutes.
Okay. So let me just share the link once again to the chat. So this is the link. Let me copy the link and come here. Where's the chat there? All right. So this is it. So what error are you getting? What was the person that posted this? Tozo. Because after the green something, like after the emoji, you need to put in your semicolon before you put in red, and you are using a square bracket for it. So please, very quickly, let's click on the link, because I want us to have the test on the call. So we have 7 minutes in total for the test. We have 7 minutes in total for the test. So 2 minutes is to put in your details, and it is your name, your full name, that's your first name and your last name that you used when registering, and the email address you used when filling the registration form for the bootcamp, because that is what we use to track your score. Because this time around, we'll be removing people that are not serious with the bootcamp, and this is one of the ways we'll be using. So make sure you use the mail email address, the email address you used when registering. So for those that are just filling the evaluation form, so if you are done, please type done in the chat. Type done in the chat so we know. Okay, that's fine. Well done, well done, well done, Tontoso. So for those that are just filling, if you are done filling, type done, 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 type done. Okay. Just want to hear some feedback from us before, while we wait for those that are filling the form. So how was today class? Anybody want to talk? How was today class? If you don't want to talk, please raise down your hand, because I'm seeing some people hands up already. So if you know you don't want to talk, so I don't give you mic. So just want to hear one or two people very quickly. How was today class before? So by 11:50 we should start filling. We should start our test. Charlotte, you have the mic. Charlotte, you want to talk about today class? How was today class for you? I know we've given our feedback, but I just want to hear from us. Okay, Charlotte is not there. Odu Joseph. Odu Joseph.
Yeah. Hi, Pelumi.
Hi,
Thanks.
Joseph.
think the class was great, and I would appreciate your patience and your request for feedback. I do acknowledge that training
All
on
right.
virtual platforms can be very difficult. So,
Yeah,
well
yeah,
done for the work that you're doing. But I
yeah.
wanted to speak concerning a comment you made around your management making a decision about attendance. Please, I think from my voice, you can tell that I'm somewhere where it's really, really early. So if you look at your
Oh,
data, you'll be able to filter those who are joining from the Eastern EST. And so it's
okay.
currently approaching 6 a.m. where we are. So some
Wow,
of us have to wake up like 4 a.m. to join because of the time zone difference. So
wow.
please look at your data so that you decide on whether you want to yank out people who are joining
Okay.
you from, beyond the Nigerian time zone. Yeah. Thanks so
All
much.
right.
And
All
well
right.
done.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for that feedback. We'll definitely look into that. Wow. That's a whole lot of sacrifice. 4 a.m. Wow. Well, thank you, Joseph, for that. So don't worry, we'll look into that and would make a solution that will benefit everyone within Nigeria or outside Nigeria. So the second person, thank you for that feedback. So Angela, I think we have just 1 minute to go. Angela, you have the mic. Hi,
Okay.
Angela.
Good morning. Thank you for today's class. It was awesome. But from my own end, I can't access the chat. Even to mark attendance, I can't access the chat. I did not see where you posted for the classwork. I can't access the chat. So I don't know.
Okay, I think this is the second person saying this today. You can have access to chat. Okay, we'll look at that from our end. It's but you have been having access to the class, right? Like the chat, right? Before.
Yes, on Sunday was the last, I was in class on Sunday. So it's
Okay,
the last Sunday that they are showing me. They're saying that I'm no longer a participant of the session. So I can't access
okay,
to it. I don't know why.
okay. We'll look into that. We'll check the setting from mine because this is you are the second person complaining about that. So it may be network, but we'll look at that. Also, so sorry about that. So,
I have my
Hello, Palome. Can you display the QR code for people
but
that could not access the chat?
okay, do we have anyone that has still yet to fill the evaluation form? So this is the QR code. So you can even type this, the bit.ly, if you can scan, you can type it on your laptop, bit.l slash, but it is case sensitive. So Datakliq for attendance. So very quickly, we don't want you to miss out. That's why I'm waiting because we are starting the quiz at the same time and we all have 7 minutes. We all have 7 minutes. So please, so before then, so for those just filling, please when you are done, kindly type done so we move on very quickly. So let me still hear some feedback. Arafat Ibrahim, you can go on. I don't want to exceed 12 o'clock. That's what I'm targeting. Arafat, you have the floor. Yes, you can do the quiz on your phone. Yeah, you can do the quiz on your phone. I would share the QR code and also the link. I will paste the link in the chat for us. Okay, I don't think anybody has anything to say to us. So for those that have their mic open, if you have something, because I'm seeing your hands up, you have access,
All right,
Arafat. We're giving you. I go on, please.
all right. Can I come in?
Yes, go on, go on.
All right. Good morning,
Good
Balumi and
morning.
I would like to appreciate the wonderful job. Today's class was awesome. It was well coordinated. Although for the previous classes, about two classes behind, was a bit challenging with network
Sorry
fluctuations, but
about that.
we're following every bit of what you are sharing, and it was very, very cool. And the coordination, the way you now reflect back when they call you to cautions, and you follow every bit, it was so awesome. I so much love it. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Welcome to
Thank
be
you.
with you.
Thank you for the brief feedback. Are you joining us from Nigeria? Or which part of the country are you joining us from?
Yeah, I'm joining from Ekpe.
Nen-
Like,
Ekpe. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So you have access to the last two classes recording. So you may want to check it out because of the lagging and the like. So sorry about that.
Of that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I think we can move on to our quiz for today. All right. So very quickly, please and please, you have 7 minutes. What is in the quiz is what we covered today. So we have 7 minutes, 2 minutes for our details, email address and name. That was the two things, and 5 minutes for 10 questions. So very quickly, so this is the quiz. So let's scan the code. Let's scan the code. So while I share the link to the quiz for us. So I just dropped the link now. I just dropped the link. So please, let's go there and access that very quickly. Oh, so sorry. Go back there. All right. I've sent the link. Please, I'll paste it again. That's the link. I'm pasting it so we can have access to it. So I've pasted it 3 times now. So just click on the link and do the test. Ah, sorry, please, can anyone confirm if they can see the link? I'm sending it here. I've sent it to the chat countless times. Can anyone see the link in the chat? I don't know why people are not seeing the link.
Yes, the link is in the chat. Maybe you
Okay,
should tell them to go to the chat room.
I've
Everybody
done
go to the
that.
chat room. The link is there. Click on the link and do your quiz.
The person even complaining is in the chat complaining that she or she can't see the link.
Link
So
is there.
Loretta, do you have access now? Can you see the link, Loretta? Hi, Loretta. Okay, okay, fine. So sorry for not seeing it at first. So if you are done with the test, you will see your score. You can share you can screenshot it and put it in Discord channel just for us to interact. Those questions are just simple questions. Yeah, just simple questions. Even within 2 minutes, we can be done. I believe that. So I will just give us I will give us a moment to when do we start the tests? Sorry, can anyone okay. I will give us the medium to 12:15. 12:15. 12:15. You have the grace to tell 15, but by 12 o'clock, we'll end the session. So we'll end the session by 12 o'clock. We'll end the
I'm
test by
sorry,
12.
follow me. Have you guys stopped recording?
Yeah, let me just do that now. So I just did that.